Am I turning you on?
I mean, I'm just like, I wasn't expecting to see the stash out in all of its glory. Are you just getting ready for Thanksgiving? Also, I should be careful of my hand placement here as I try to do this, and then I realized it, and then I looked up at the screen, and I was like, okay, that's yeah. You said you had a cold open though.
I did, but we'll do it after the intro.
Got it.
Just look at how beautiful I am.
That's beautiful. Yeah, just get in there. No, get real in there. There you go. There it is. Oh. Baby, we here.
We steer
you in the right direction. Welcome to another edition of the Grossi Perna Show. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna, and this is GPS.
Yeah, what the heck?
What happened?
Well, I'm trying to do vertical and horizontal, but it's only got the vertical one for some reason.
On your channel or both?
I'm testing it on my channel.
Oh, good, got it.
Yeah, because StreamYard now allows you to do the vertical stream, and I know YouTube's, so I said, let's try it. It looks like they're both live now.
Okay. Do you want me to go and comment on one just to see if it works?
I got the vertical. It looks like I see them both now. It just took a second to kick in there.
I'm watching the vertical one. Wow, I look so skinny.
Nice. Slimming.
Oh, all right. Wow, there you go. Let's see. Do you have both? Yep, you got both.
Okay, cool. I don't know if it does anything, but I said, let's just try it to see if it works. I can't adjust the vertical layout, but whatever.
Yeah, it's all right. It's just, we're going to... Oh, you had a cold open.
Oh.
Hold on, I'll pretend. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Working harder, hardly working. Am I right, Brandon? This is what we do every single day.
Yeah, I was going to be doing this. And you're supposed to say, what are you doing?
What are you doing, Brandon?
I'm tooting my own horn, Tom.
You know what? Here's how you identify whether Kafka's the guy or not. If Kafka comes in and say Jackson Dart misses this next week, he's still in concussion protocol. If he has Jameis Winston start the game instead of Russell Wilson, that is step one into knowing that he is a better option for your head coach than Daboll was. How Wilson's starting above Jameis? Don't know. But that'll be your first test.
There you go.
Giants fans? Mike Kafka's the answer. You don't even need to do a coaching search. He is going to save your team.
You just got to worry about your GM, your DC, and your offensive line.
Yeah, don't worry about those guys. Don't worry about those guys.
You're doing okay.
I do like it, though. Like, he came in, he's like, all right, first thing.
First thing, this guy ain't playing nothing.
I watched that man play some football as an offensive coordinator, and we're going to bump Jameis up to QB2. And it's, I mean, if you've watched those games when Russ has to go in, he is worse as a backup. Like, I don't think he can just come into the game and help your team out. And I think Jameis is that type of guy, right? Like, in terms of just being a backup,
he's going to
come in and be ready. Yeah. So I do like that Kafka did that move. And it was funny. I was like, did I say that? Or did I just think that?
That's fair.
I can't remember if I actually said something anymore, Tom, or if I just thought it at some point.
Yeah, I feel like we're this deep into the season, right? It's like I may have had this take. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I thought you were going to be tooting your own horn because before we went live, I said, I love that I crapped all over that Thursday night game, which, by the way, deserved to be crapped on. And then my team had the exact same score, except they lost. So there you go. Karma just uppercut me right in the jaw.
Yeah.
And now I'm sitting here with another loss, and my team's all the way down as the 7th seed. And we are in 3rd place behind the Lions and the Bears in the division.
Back to life. Back to reality. Yeah, I got lucky with that too, because I think it was in the 2nd quarter. I tweeted, are we watching Eagles Packers or Broncos Raiders on Thursday Night Football? And then, we got the exact same score. So that was pretty cool. It was funny, and I wasn't too mad at you, but all those Packers fans giving me the business during Thursday Night Football. I said, haha, sucks, doesn't it? And the difference is I've already accepted that's who my team is. I was like, don't worry, guys. It'll get started in the 4th quarter. It never did.
Yeah.
You guys are like, oh God, is this who we are now?
Yeah. There was, we were going through some life crises there, and I was like, okay, maybe they'll pick it up in the second half, right? Because that's what they've been doing. But now for the 2nd week, we've scored our only touchdown in the 4th quarter, which not great, Bob. Not great. Yeah. Perna, you got a fitty.
Oh, I will die for my country, Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Let's see. Do I got it? Do I got it for you, Dane? Yeah, I do.
We ride and we die together.
Wow, we haven't had that one. I feel like we haven't played that in a while.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's been a while. I played during the Broncos streams, but
that's fair.
Packers, Eagles. We'll get to that. There's a bunch of news to touch on in the NFL, and then I got the tier list ready, and we will rank which team seasons are already over as discussed. But Packers, Eagles.
It's true, comrade. If only there was.
Is there? I think are there just too many really good defenses right now? Is that what's happening? Or are offenses just starting to blow chunks a little bit? Tom, I'm not sure.
Well, it depends, because the Seahawks have no problem scoring. The Rams have no problem scoring.
Well, yes.
So it's not every offense that, blows chunks right now.
Colts are on a
Colts, unless they're playing against the Steelers, then they're turning the ball over.
Sure, they're one weakness.
Exactly.
Dude, if the Colts say end up with the 2 seed and they got to face the Steelers in the wild card.
That's how we'll know
No.
So again, that can't be the worst. The worst one would still be Broncos Steelers wild card. That would be okay. Whatever deity created anything, they're gone. They are gone. They've abandoned us. Yeah, I think there's a couple things. When we're talking specifically about the Packers, there are some bright sides to pull out from that game, even though it doesn't feel like it. One, both defenses did an incredible job. If we want to talk about Philadelphia real quick, dude, Jalen Phillips, the guy that they just traded a 3rd-round pick for, made an immediate impact in that game. So thanks, Miami. I really appreciated that. But the fact that that defense really held the Packers in check, didn't allow them to do anything. But then so did the Packers. They allowed 1 touchdown, right? They allowed the first points to be scored in the 3rd quarter, and it was a field goal. And even on the Devontae Smith touchdown, it was pretty good coverage. So I feel pretty strong. Micah Parsons came out after the game too, and he's like, listen, we're going to beat a lot of football teams if our defense played like we just did. Right. Yeah. So that's some good news, especially after the week prior when the Packers lost to the Panthers. Rico ran all over them. Right here, Saquon was held to 2.9 yards a carry. Sure. So this is after, obviously he had the bye week in between. This is after he ran all over the Giants. And that was my concern heading into this game. So the good news is that the Packers defense looks really darn good. That is a big positive. The bad news is the Packers offense. Holy God, man. There's so many things. And I talked about this ad nauseum during the post-game breakdown, but the blocking on the O-line is not good. They can't set up runs. They can't pass protect. And unfortunately, Elton Jenkins fractured his leg. And so he got carted off. So that's a huge blow. Yeah, and that's been a problem. And when Tucker Kraft is out, if we're just talking about in the blocking game, that's a big problem. And his absence was definitely felt. I mean, dude, I think he had 5 targets. They're throwing a Bo Melton, who's the wide receiver, who switched over to be a corner in the offseason. And they're throwing Bo Melton out there because there's no Matthew Golden. There's still no Jaden Reed. And of course, there's no Tucker Kraft.
Snip,
and
snap,
so,
snip, snap.
Yeah, snip, snap, snap. So unfortunately for the Packers, like there's a litany of issues. And then like you can definitely harp on some play calling. They ran the ball a lot. And there were at times there's like
down.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, we're doing the run pass that we got from Mike McCarthy back in the day. And then, yeah, it was, Love unfortunately had that really bad fumble on the 27 of the Eagles because they were in field goal range. But there's two things that LaFleur is getting crapped on for, and rightfully so. And it's one, that 4th and 1 call, which they hurried up. They got 90 seconds left. They got 2 timeouts. And you have the Eagles calling it out and going inside zone this side. And guess where it went, Brandon? Inside zone that side. It gets blown up. It's a fumble. And the Packers, there was a weird thing where the Eagles threw it on 4th down and we had a shot, but whatever. That's the one thing. And the other thing which drives me even more insane, because we've talked about LaFleur and situationally, there's times where he's not that great, but it's the kicking situation. That is really grinding my gears now. It's really got some sand up in there because McManus goes on ESPN and says, oh yeah, this is the first time I felt like relatively healthy in the last 2 to 3 weeks. Why is he getting the start then? And then during this game, you have an opportunity at like a 57 and a 58-yard field goal, and you don't even send him out. And that could have changed the entire game. So that's what's infuriating because we have a guy. It's not like, oh, we don't have another kicker. We're just stuck with McManus. Haversick set the freaking franchise record, man. He was perfect when he played. And it's like, listen, I don't know how he's going to kick now. It just is more glaring when McManus missing kicks, when that at the very end, you're sending him out there for like a prayer of a 65-plus yarder.
Hey, you guys could sign Justin Tugger. He's available.
We have a kicker.
You could sign Justin Tugger, Tom.
We have a kicker. We do. I have no interest in that. Oh, got some beard oil.
I got some. I just don't use it. Too oily.
Yeah.
You know what I say about that beard oil? Too oily.
Too oily for that beard.
I like my dry skin here in Colorado.
But yeah, that's the Packers offense. Like they have things to figure out. And the good news, Packers fans, right, is we're going to know. Within the next month, we're going to know. The Giants are the last, and I'm using the biggest quotation marks, gimme game, right? Because now it's Jameis Winston. Who knows? Interim head coach. We'll see what happens.
Are
But
you guys playing them this week?
Yeah, we play them on Sunday. Yeah, of course it's the Packers. But then
the Giants are going to roll you guys.
They have 3 divisional opponents in a row. They got the Vikings, they got the Bears, they got the Lions. So we're about to find out. They got, we're 8 games left, and I think 5 of those games are divisional opponents. But yeah, because we got the Giants, the Broncos, and the Ravens. So 5 out of 8 is the NFC North.
Ooh.
We're about to find out how good the Packers actually are.
I really do hope Packers-Broncos ends 10-7.
It might.
If it could do that, that would be nice. Well, at least as a Packers fan, you've seen your offense with these players have success. You've seen Jordan Love play well. You've seen, Watson and Dobbs, and you've seen them play well. So they've done it once. It's kind of just like figuring out how to get back there.
Yeah.
And I think that should give you a little hope, because if you hadn't seen it ever at all at this point, then you're like, oh God, why did we give Jordan Love all that money? Right? Like where are we going? But you've seen it, so that they can get back to it. And I think that's like when Micah Parsons is saying we can win a lot of football games this way, it's true. And I think there is a thing happening where
true, Jack.
There are coordinators, or play callers like LaFleur, like Sean Payton, like some of these, we'll just use those 2 right now, where they try to just get a little too cute. And It's not just them though, right? Like I would say there are fair criticisms. You talked about that 4th and 1, and the Broncos had a 3rd and 1 in that game, if you remember, and they tried that trick play to Cortland Sutton. You're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Just hand you need 1 yard, and that's what you're dialing up. I mean, even like the Eagles on 4th and 2, they dial up a deep pass to A.J. Brown, which if Jalen Hurts just throws a better football there, that's a touchdown. So you've got a ballsy call, but you got players not executing on offense. And I think that's half the battle with guys like LaFleur and Sean Payton. They want to do these things, but they're not getting consistent execution from their offenses. And that's fucking shit up for them. The other part of it is they just need to simplify things a little bit. I look at guys like Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan. They call these Andy Reid. They call these brilliant offenses, but McVay's got Stafford. Call whatever you want. Stafford's going to give you the best chance every single play. Andy Reid's got Patrick Mahomes. Whatever Reid calls, Mahomes is going to give him. They don't have that yet with Jordan Love. Teams like Bo Nix, they don't have that yet. And I think we're seeing a little bit of dilution from play calling going against defenses that know how to defend it with young quarterbacks who don't know how to beat those defenses every play yet, or at least put their offense or have the confidence to put their offense in the best situation on a play-to-play basis. And I saw somebody say, you know what? Remember when Aaron Rodgers and LaFleur were together? How much should we kind of go back and reflect? Like maybe Rodgers changing some shit up at the line a little more than we gave him credit for. And you kind of need that. You need a play caller calling in a great play, quarterback calling it in the huddle, going up to the line and go, that is a great play, but that's the wrong defense to run it against. And I'm not saying Jordan Love and Bo Nix can't do those things, but there's been a lot of games where you just see offenses die. And I think the Eagles defense is very good. I think the Packers defense is very good. I think the Broncos defense very good. The Texans defense very good. But the Broncos playing like shit against the Raiders defense, that doesn't make sense. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing too. Like Love had that really bad turnover, and he definitely did not have his best game. I think there's so many things that are going on with the offense right now. Personally, I think the biggest issue is the blocking because I think if you're able to run the ball more effectively, Jacobs got a ton of carries on Monday night, but he was getting like little clips at a time. There was never really this big run. I feel like if that got better, I feel better. And this is two things that Goody has missed on, right? So Brian Gutekunst makes these great free agent signings in Xavier McKinney, right? Incredible. Josh Jacobs, holy cow, right? Obviously they bring over Micah Parsons, but two guys that they signed in the offseason, and these were two position groups that we were worried about, was Nate Hobbs, right? So that was from the Raiders. He has not been playing well and or hasn't been playing. And then you look at Eric Stokes, he's actually playing pretty well for the Raiders right now. And then the second one is Aaron Banks, who they got from the 49ers, who they on the offensive line, who they gave a ton of money to, and he has not been great either. So that I think just you combine a bunch of those things. The defense, I'm really happy they look good. But yeah, the offensive woes, you look at the blocking, you look at the play calling, you look at the execution, and and the injuries too. Like they're just kind of playing all a factor right now as to why this Packers offense is very stagnant. But we're going to know, man. We're going to know because at the end of the day, like you are going to have to win these divisional games. The Packers have lost 3 games so far this season. And, it's now there's really no more gimmies. The Giants game, you pray that is going to be a win. Jameis is, but behind that offensive line, I feel pretty confident the Packers can win. But then it's done. Then it's like, okay, we're going to have a date again with the Lions on Thanksgiving. We got to go all through those divisional games. We'll see. I
feel an upset coming. I feel a Giants. Packers you got to fight a new coach. The Giants are getting the new coach injection. We know that's real. Maybe Dart plays, maybe not. Depends on concussion protocol. And if he doesn't, you got the unpredictability of Jameis Winston. I would not want to play the Giants this week.
Oh, no, I mean, listen, the Giants and the Packers.
You're playing them on probably the worst week you could play the Giants in the last 5 years.
Well, I mean,
in terms of superstitions.
You look at the Packers-Giants record history, and it's not fun. I mean, the Packers got beat on Monday Night Football by Tommy DeVito. So,
Oh, yeah, got
Yeah.
Magoo, got you, motherfuckers.
I
That was a good game.
remember.
That was a good game.
It was not. No,
That
it
was peak DeVito, baby.
No, it was
That was
bad.
peak.
Nick, happy almost freaking fracking 40th birthday.
Whoa.
I got you.
40, huh?
I got you. Oh, that's the other one.
You are a grown man, Nick.
Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40.
I'm 40. Nick, hope you have a great birthday weekend. Let's go. Let's go. So yeah, tough game. I'm glad the Packers were able to hang with the Eagles, you know, and it wasn't a blowout by any stretch.
No.
There's no blowing out that was happening. But yeah, the offense got to get fixed.
Yeah, I think the Eagles, like their problems on offense to me are it's just a reminder of how important a good offensive coordinator is.
Yeah.
It's the same offense, right? Like now their offensive line has been a little more beat up this year. I understand that. No Jurgens in there. Lane Johnson went down with an injury, came back.
Yeah, he came back.
But it's just like Kellen Moore's gone. That's the difference for the Eagles. And that's the only way I can explain like their offense not being nearly as dominant as it was last year. Like you got to say
not happy with too low.
You got Hurts, you got Brown, you got Smith, you got Goddard. Like play calling.
Yeah.
It's Kellen Moore was really important to their success last year. And now it's like it's been 3 years in a row, though, with their OC changing, right? Who was it the year before Kellen Moore? They got rid of whoever that was. I can't remember. And then they brought in Moore, and then Moore took the head coaching job. So, you know, you need good fucking offensive coordinators in the NFL or a head coach that's an offensive guy. And when it's not working, like we saw with the Packers with LaFleur, then you start to really pull your hair out.
Or, you know, you pull a Lions and you go, okay, we'll just throw out there Dan Campbell with glasses and he could just call plays, you know, and John Morton just will never touch a playbook ever again.
And their offense was good with Morton. Like,
they scored 44 points.
It wasn't bad with
Morton.
like, you know.
They had lost against the Vikings. So
Brian Johnson. There it is. They had the wrong Johnson.
Yeah. Brandon Winnipeg.
Oh, my God. Brandon.
I want Packers fans to feel and understand what it's like to be a Bears fan this whole time. Monday night would not have cracked the top 10 in embarrassing losses. If it was us, I'm in hell. No, you're not yet. Well, I mean, so you're 100% correct, Brandon, right? And as someone who has talked to fans and a lot of Bears fans for the past near 11 years, absolutely. Packers fans, these past 30 years, they've had it real, real good, right? Of course, would like more than 2 Super Bowls, but there's teams that have not even been to a Super Bowl yet. But the fact is that heading into this season, expectations from Packers fans are at probably the highest they've been since 2021, 2020, right? When Rodgers, like, you know, coming off an MVP or like, you know, coming off the NFC Championship game because they traded for Micah Parsons, right? Because that trade is such a blockbuster trade, you give up all that capital, you know, you're going to be paying them all that money. Then it's like, okay, the expectation, you know, and every coach will say it every single season, the expectation is always the Super Bowl. But this year, since you've given away that future capital and also tied up that future cap space, it is Super Bowl or bust, right? And so when the offense,
you guys are going to bust.
When the offense comes out looking like that, that's where you're going to get a whole lot of fury because expectations are high.
Yeah, I feel like we are currently, and it changes every week, but I feel like we are currently trending to a Rams versus Lions NFC Championship game, which would be pretty sick. We've seen those teams in the playoffs, but like, I'm talking championship. Rams, Lions. Rams will have the 1 seed. Lions will have the 2 seed in the playoffs. We're getting those 2 teams for the trade winner, once and for all. Goff versus Stafford. It's going to be crazy.
You just said C. Oh, Rams, you did say.
With just some of the different competition. I'm combining words now.
Rams are good right now.
Yeah, Rams are very, very good right now.
Seahawks are going to be in the mix as well, but like, you know.
Well, Sunday we're going to see, man. Sunday is Rams Seahawks. Like that, you have that game circled. There's a couple of really good games that are coming up on Sunday. But yeah, that one's definitely near the top of the list. Also, breaking news, because I was just looking this up before recording predictions. Bucky Irving cited at practice today.
Oh, really?
Because I just saw there was no time, literally right before we went live, there was no timetable for Godwin or Bucky. He was seen at practice.
Yeah. Good. They need him. They need Bucky.
Yep.
NFL news that has occurred. We talked about Winston moving to QB2. The Steelers signed corner Asante Samuel Jr., who's been medically cleared to play. The Steelers need help in their secondary. That makes sense. Now they've got two sons of former NFL players in Asante Samuel and Joey Porter Jr. Like that. Don't know what it means, but I like it. Your guy, Jaire Alexander, stepping away from football altogether right now, Tom.
Yeah.
To focus on getting his mentals right, to getting fully healthy. So I respect that move.
Yep.
Especially, after the last week the NFL had with Nealon.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like when somebody says they got to get right there, like let's support it.
Take the time, man.
Yeah.
Well, because Jaire, he's had a tough year, right? In terms of he goes to the Ravens and he played. That was that Sunday night game, right? That week 1. Yeah. He had a tough time against Buffalo, right? Yeah. I think he gave up a few plays. And then when he was on the Ravens, we were talking about this because when he went to the Eagles, we were like, Tom, what do you think about Jaire to the Eagles? He's going to go and make a game-winning pick six. He just hasn't played, man. And he's been a healthy scratch. And that's been frustrating. And for Jaire, his issue the past few years has just been getting healthy. Yeah. Right. Because before his major injuries, dude was an all-pro corner. He was like one of the best in the league. And unfortunately, as like injuries mounted and stuff like that, he reduced his playing time and he still was a very good corner. So I think Goody obviously made the right decision to move on just for health wise. But then it turns into like, okay, now if it's a mental, like, hey, like, just it's a little overwhelming. Absolutely. I love Jaire Alexander. So I wish him nothing but the absolute best. That's
I thought it was, I thought it was going to be a good thing for Philly bringing him in. It just felt like, oh yeah, the Eagles see something, they'll put him in the right situation, but he needs some time. And then also more bad news for the Jaguars. Travis Hunter undergoing season-ending LCL surgery, so he's done. Their top draft pick not going to be on the field for the remainder of the season. I've had that surgery, Tom. And it was way easier than an ACL surgery. So optimistic.
Yeah. That's a loss, though. I mean, Myers was already their leading receiver this past Sunday. So, hey, Cam, there you go. You're taking your girlfriend her first Packers game on Sunday, row 3.
Wow. What a waste of money.
Enjoy. No, it's not like they're going to a Broncos game.
My team wins its 10-7 ball games.
I can't wait to see the absolute crap show that our game is going to be this season.
It is going to be wild.
It's going to be so bad.
Wild.
It legit might be awful. Like it could be, it might end 10-7. I think there is a strong possibility that could happen. I think so. Exactly, Damien. Mind meld. Yep. Good defense, inconsistent offense. GPS Bowl 2. We gotta tie it up, and we have to have a rubber match in the Super Bowl. Sick. Imagine we put on like one of the worst games of all time for GPS Bowl, and then our two teams stumble into the Super Bowl. God, and
give us a great one.
Stink it up just in front of the entire world. I think that's where we're at right now. I think so. I think that's
we're right about there.
So yeah. I don't talk with kickers. Not really looking good. LaFleur said that a few weeks ago. He's like, I don't talk with kickers because they were asking about McManus and stuff. He said it at a press conference.
To that fucking idiot. I'm the head coach. Why would I talk to all my players?
Just give me a substitute teacher and have a nice day, please. Please.
Well, LaFleur's lucky he's good looking because he is almost as annoying as Sean Payton when he talks.
How so?
Almost. Sean Payton's got to be the most annoying coach I've ever listened to.
That's Kind of mean, Brandon. How can you say that?
I think he's a good coach, though. Like he takes, he takes shit for some play calls and stuff, but guys like playing for him. The Broncos are better with him. I like Sean Payton as a head coach. I just need to be clear, but he is so annoying.
Oh, we just talking about the Packers Eagles. Trust me, you missed nothing.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see each other. Was it like a month or something like that? So we got to survive this gauntlet that we're about to go through of NFC North teams. So it'll be fun. You got a big game on Sunday. You going against the Chiefs?
Yeah.
You nervous?
Yeah, just a little, and it's
First
mostly
time?
due to just some of the Broncos' injuries. We're not going to have J.K. Dobbins, most likely. There's a chance he goes on IR, which sucks.
Yeah, I saw that.
Marvin Mims hopefully should be back and out of concussion protocol, but that's not a guarantee yet. What else? Oh, and Alex Singleton. Did you see the Alex Singleton news? Tom?
Oh, yeah, he had testicular cancer because, they were doing we were talking about this, I think it was the other day, because he was just doing the NFL drug test, right? And it said like his hormones were like elevated and he found out he had testicular cancer, got surgery, good, should be back in like a few weeks.
Yeah, assuming like, they got everything and there's still some tests they got to do. But yeah, so he found out, I think it was like 2 weeks ago that test happened. And then found out he had testicular cancer.
Yeah.
Chose to play against the Raiders first and then go get surgery. That's the most Broncos fans. You better love that man until eternity. He said, I'll get my cancer removed after we go beat the Raiders. Like, how fucking badass is that?
That's badass.
Don't forget, Singleton played
Wish him well, man.
90% of a football game last year with the torn ACL. So he's tough. He wants to be out there for his team. It's going to be, and he's had critiques of his play this year, but he's
Appreciate it, Mr.
a trusted part of that defense, bringing in plays. So he's not going to be playing this week. That's another big loss, but yeah, nothing but respect for Alex Singleton. But yeah, we got the Chiefs. We'll talk about that more Friday probably. But yeah, I'm a little nervous. I wish we were just 100, close to 100% strength.
Yeah.
To really not even like to give the Broncos the best chance to win, but just to gauge where the Broncos really are when they got to play a team like the Chiefs, And we played the Colts. That game went down to the wire. The Chargers, they beat us on a final kick. So Denver, all their games are weirdly close.
Yeah.
I would just like to go, hey, yeah, we had all our guys out against Kansas City and, the Chiefs beat us. And, we know we have this to work on, or holy shit, we had all our guys and look what we did to the Chiefs. Like, I want to be able to say that, but now I'll have an excuse. I'll have a built-in excuse, which is nice as well, I guess.
There you go. Yeah, you can just fall back and be like, well, we weren't at 100%.
Yeah, we weren't.
Simmons is back with the Chiefs, right?
Yeah.
I think that's a huge addition.
Dude, the Chiefs are so healthy, it's disgusting.
A little too healthy.
A little too healthy.
We're all trash together.
A little too Raph.
All trash together. You want to do which teams we think are already out of it?
Sure. I got it right here.
Let's do it. Like Tonga, who apparently is playing, right? He's playing fullback. He's playing defense over on the Patriots.
Oh.
Yeah, not too many fullbacks left in these NFLs.
Chill. All these teams running out of freaking shotgun 1,000,000% of the time. Get under center and hand the ball off.
We're saying that yeses, their season's over, correct? Or are we saying
yes?
Yes.
No, their season is not over. Yes, their season is over.
It's confusing because no is red, which is usually oh man, stop. Like this is going to be in the negative.
Potential.
Would you mind changing the no to green? Like a green means go.
Yeah, sure.
There we go. I think that's okay. And then maybe the yes into there we go. Now we're
it's
cooking.
A stoplight. We got a stoplight.
It literally is a stoplight. There we go.
We got a stoplight, baby.
A lot of visual learners out there, so that's it. Yeah, the false start. I mean, at this point, you're just going to see it. It is what it is. Thankfully, it didn't change the dynamic of the game. And, that's all you can hope for when it comes to the officiating, that there's not going to be a call that's going to change the entire flow of the game. That's what you...
Yeah, I don't care anymore about false starts on the tush pushes or QB sneaks. I don't give a shit. Don't call it for any team.
Exactly. 10-7 now. All right, Perna. The New Orleans Saints. Tyler Shuck came out there, was able to knock down the Carolina Panthers. They have 2 wins. Yeah, it's done. I tried, Saints fan. Maybe Shuck could be your guy, and that's exciting. Defense played well. You stopped Rico, but yeah, I think this.
Yeah, I think New Orleans. It's not about the playoffs, obviously. Yes, their season's over, but they got a little bit of hope with a new QB, so that's nice. All right, we've made it one team.
All right,
we've made one team.
I may have found the last verse, but are you adding a row?
Yep.
Oh boy, we got through one. New
hope with new QB. There you go.
How many teams is that really going to be applicable for?
Doesn't matter, does it?
I guess not. Nope. Red. There you go.
All right. Hope with the new QB. There you go, New Orleans. That's better than no or yes or wild card.
I still got to decide. I got to do.
I'm gonna put the Giants there too. They got hope with the new QB. Their season's over as well, but they got hope with the new QB, and this is really a double here. Jameis Winston and Jackson Dart. They got double hope, Tom.
Leaning Rams.
Double hope.
Right. Do you want to put the Dolphins? I think even though big win over the Buffalo Bills, I think season over, right?
Yeah, their season is definitely over. Sorry, Miami.
Take a fork in that. I think that's going to be done.
Their season, well, to be fair to Miami, their season never really started.
That is also fair.
They went to put the keys in and battery was just dead.
Yep. Ooh, Ravens. I think their season's not over.
No, I think they're going to win the AFC North.
I think so too. I think that the way the Steelers, getting Asante Samuel, we'll see, if he's going to be a difference maker there in Pittsburgh. But you talk about offensive woes. Yeah, you saw that on Sunday night against the Chargers. And the Chargers do have a good defense, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I feel like the Ravens are in a good spot and the Steelers have a bunch of really tough games that are also coming up. So I think that, well, technically they wouldn't be a wild card then. Or are you saying they're not a wild card team? They're just wild card and like, oh man, they could or they couldn't.
Well, I mean, even if they win that division, they're still going to play in the wild card round, right?
That's true, but they would just be a divisional winner. Yeah. All right. I guess it works.
Their season's not over.
No, it's not.
No. I guess their season's not over. I would say the Steelers are actually a potential wild card team. I think they're trending towards their season, kind of going in the tank here. The thing with the Ravens is it felt like their defense was so bad in the first 4 to 5 weeks of the season that it really, and then Lamar got hurt. It just really felt like their season was over unless that defense could recover. And I think it's in the process of recovering. They have it wasn't like a lack of talent on their defense. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, oh, they had all these problems on defense that they didn't address in the offseason. It was just like, we thought their defense was actually going to be really good before the season started based on what they did.
And they had some players, that were missing a bunch of time too. Like that made a difference. But yes, I agree.
Madubuike, right? They lost him for the season early on. And I was like, that's a big blow. But I think their defense will be very serviceable. And if their offense continued like it did early in the season, they'll be fine. So I think they're going to win that division. Not enough people are talking about them, and that's fine.
The Ravens? I honestly... Oh, you're talking about the Ravens.
Yeah.
I feel like there are more people that are just anticipating, including Steelers fans, anticipating them blowing this lead and just the Ravens winning the division.
I think we're talking about the Steelers blowing it versus like, you know what? The Ravens are actually pretty good. They had just a weird first half of the season, but the Bengals are not out of it mathematically, but yes, their season is over.
Joe Burrow there's a whole lot of talk about him because he's hanging around practice. Right?
Yeah, he returned. He was probably going to play, which seems dumb. Dude, Joe Flacco's lighting it up for him. They're still losing games.
That you are 100% correct in that.
Their defense is literally giving up more touchdowns than any other defense in the league right now.
You know what's crazy is that they're 3-6 too. Like, and they're even if they just won that Jets game or that Bears game, we're talking about them in a completely different light. But you can't have any hope in that defense right now because exactly what you're saying. Joe Flacco throwing for nearly 500 freaking yards on the Bears, and they still can't get a win. What's Joe Burrow going to come out there do? Throw 600?
Yeah, that's what sucks. It's like, oh, you get this nice boost from Joe. Like, I don't even want Joe Burrow out there. Like, he's going to play meaningless football. I feel like their defense has given up 35 touchdowns this season, which is most in the NFL, and they've already had their bye week. So teams like Washington and the Giants, who have played an extra game than them, still haven't given up as many touchdowns as that porous Bengals defense. They're going to get Trey Hendrickson back at some point, and that'll help a little bit, but dear God.
Yeah. I'll be streaming, Harley.
And the Bengals, like the Ravens, they just need an average defense.
Correct.
When Burrow or Flacco's out there.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Bengals fans. Like, I want the Bengals to be good. I want the Bengals to be part of the playoff story because they're a fun team, but I don't buy it right now. That's why I'm being critical. You've hurt me, Cincy.
That's fair. Broncos, hope with a new QB?
We've got a 91% chance to
make
the playoffs.
Season I think is okay. I think your season's going to be
We
okay.
could lose a lot of key games right now. We just got to win like half of them. We're still really in there.
Vikings or can we make a new tier of no hope with new QB?
Oh, I got one. Yeah. Oh, no. Come on. Hold on.
Pessimism with
add row below. I'm just going to say 9. There we go.
There you go.
9.
Yeah, the Vikings are interesting because they beat the Lions. Like that was 5 minutes ago. They beat the Lions, but they did not look good against the Ravens. And I feel like there's a few things. Everybody's laughing about JJ McCarthy and the whole 9 alter ego because now it's just funny, right? They're just kind of waiting for him to be bad.
I'm 9. It comes out. I just turned into a different guy.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I'm so happy they lost just so we can make fun of them this week.
Yeah.
But they have the defense, right? Like the defense can play. Justin Jefferson just seemed to give up at times on Sunday, which is interesting. That would be such a shame if he didn't work out in Minnesota.
Yeah.
I feel like their offense is not going to get to a level where it needs to, especially in a competitive division. I don't think that they are going to be a wild card team. I think it's going to be tough for them to get.
No, their seasons, they're done. Look, when we learned about 9, I was like, this is only going to be okay if he wins games. Did he learn nothing from Russell Wilson? As a quarterback, you can't say you've got an alter ego. You can't say any of that shit because if you start to lose, it's going to get thrown back in your face. That's that's a rookie move. That's fine. He's young.
And for the Vikings, all your season is JJ the guy? Is he going to be the guy, like your franchise quarterback can he develop over these next few games? They beat the Packers or even beat the Bears on Sunday. That's a big game for them against Chicago on Sunday.
Yeah, it's not even franchise talk. You just need to see him progressively get better. You need to see him start to develop. And he is one of the youngest quarterbacks in the league. So I think he deserves a lot of time to develop because you drafted a guy who was young, a guy who was not asked to throw a lot in college. We knew that those things were issues. or not even issues, but just like unknowns. He just has not played well. Even in his victories, it's been, I mean, there's other, like Caleb Williams has turned it on in the fourth quarter this season.
Yeah.
Bo Nix has turned it on in the fourth quarter. We saw McCarthy do it a couple times. But yeah, just see him develop, see him get better, see him start to do some of the little things correctly. But as a playoff team, no.
The Rams, their season. Oh yeah, the Commanders. I think they're done. Jaden Daniels. Who knows when he's going to come back? But their defense is bad. You could just stick a fork in them. They're done. Sorry, Commanders fans. That's a tough drop off, and I know everybody anticipated there's going to be kind of a drop off after going to the NFC Championship game last year. I just don't think they anticipated it. And again, they have a ton of injuries too, right?
Yeah.
Like that is a problem, but I think there's too many flaws with this team right now.
What's tough for the Commanders is you're like, even if Jaden Daniels was out there healthy and playing, I still don't like the Commanders as a team right now. Their defense is bad and injured. Their games would be closer. We wouldn't if Jaden was playing, they would still be a potential wild card team, but without him, they're done.
Yeah, it's a little bit donezo. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. Rams, yeah, they could win that division. I mean, it's gonna be between them and the Seahawks. They're playing great freaking football right now. Both them and Seattle. Seattle just randomly turns the ball over in the second half because they're just like, hey, we want to be kind. But yeah, no, both that is gonna be a marquee matchup on Sunday. I can't wait. Anonymous probably not going to do that. No, it would just be for those videos are long enough. It would just be the one season. But yeah, the question I have for you, man, the Buccaneers. I think they still win that division, right?
Oh yeah.
It's just they need to get healthy.
Yeah, and Bucky Irving's the big difference maker there. He balances out their offense. You have to account for him when he's on the field, both taking carries and catching passes out of the backfield. They have been injured, but the Bucs are going to be fine based on the division they're in. They had such a strong September, and I want to see them get back, but they've got a tough schedule too. Their next, what is their?
Real quick, some breaking news. So for the Cardinals, Marvin Harrison Jr. just underwent surgery for appendicitis. So he is going to be out this week and potentially future weeks as well. So
damn.
There you go. Hopefully recovers quickly. I mean, dude, he was great against the Cowboys. They're actually targeting him.
So the Bucs have the Bills and the Rams coming up, and
that's tough.
They're both the Bucs got to travel in both of those games. So I think if you're the Rams or the Buccaneers, you just want to split that road series and you'll feel good about your team. Those are two tough games. And even the Patriots, that's a tough game and it was close. Yeah. So Tampa needs a few things to click for them late this year, but they're going to win that division. I don't know how good they are, but I like Tampa. They're feisty.
Perna got a fitting.
Oh my God. Who has the best fast food and who has the best gas station food? Wow.
I'm probably this wise for Perna. I'm the wrong person to ask.
Oh, I don't ever eat fast food.
I would say my favorite chain back in the day was Chili's. I know that's not fast food, but if we're going fast food, it was Wendy's. I like their burgers and a chicken sandwich. That was pretty good.
Dude, Jess ate so much Wendy's when she was pregnant. I got her Wendy's like twice a week. I'm like, this is good for the baby, right?
Yeah, the hamburgers are square.
Yeah. I would say I got to go with the Illegal Pete's, which is basically, it's a Colorado version of Chipotle. Illegal Pete's is where you're going to go with. I would say Chipotle, but it gives me diarrhea every time I eat it.
Yeah, I have never gotten diarrhea from them, but then I also
every time.
I don't get their meat. I get their sofritas. Their sofritas are good. Actually, I feel like there was one time that could have been.
Wendy's got to be the most underrated burger chain.
I haven't tried them in years, but they were really good back in the day.
Yeah.
So
Chipotle's from Colorado too. You're right. I see that.
I went to
Chipotle started here, but I like Illegal Pete's better.
Hold on. I have the perfect clip. There it is.
Hey, I had to test it. Get out of here.
That's what happens when you have Chipotle.
I don't have celiac disease, okay?
You have people diagnosing you in the chat.
Thanks, guys.
Oh God, it's amazing. Glittery, yeah, talk about the Eagles. Their seasons, they're going to win that division. I think the only potential competition is with the Cowboys, and their defense should get better with Williams. And again, Overshown comes back, different story, but the Eagles are going to win that division. So I think they do. Like, they have the offense. It's just, what are they going to look like from week to week? Because they're wildly inconsistent on the offensive side of the ball. That's your problem. Speaking of, Eagles, their season is not done.
No, Eagles are there.
They're
They're in a bad division too. Their biggest competition or their biggest threat in that division is the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys season's done.
I was talking to Papa Grossi about this yesterday. I think it's just too little too late. Like, even if their defense, their one hope is that they just, like, their defense significantly improves because they're 3-5-1, right?
Yeah.
So, like, they could go on a tear. What's their schedule look like?
They they put DeMarion Overshown in his return window, right?
He's in the return window.
He was really good
Oh,
before he
God.
got hurt.
Never mind. Okay, so they got the Raiders on Monday night, right? Very winnable game. Their next 3 games, Eagles, Chiefs, Lions. Yeah, I think it might be done. I think that's going to be. And they even got the Chargers after that.
Oh,
That's going to be tough.
Packers, you guys are getting Drew Brees as your debut for announcers. Drew Brees making his Fox debut in the Packers-Giants game. Make sure you guys tune in to listen to Drew Brees and not Tom Grossi this week.
That's right. He'll sell you NyQuil.
You get struck by lightning.
That's it. Raiders done.
Yeah. Cardinals, Raiders.
Cleveland.
Well, here's what I like about the Cardinals.
Tell me.
We gave Jacoby Brissett his flowers.
We did.
They're better with him. They played the Seahawks and they just got their asses kicked.
They got their ass kicked, yeah.
So they beat the Cowboys, which should tell you how done the Cowboys are because,
fair,
a week later they play a good team in the Seahawks and just get obliterated. So I think that should tell you how far Dallas is from being a true contending team at this point. Yep. And now the Cardinals don't have Marvin Harrison Jr., as you just mentioned, for a little bit. So that's tricky.
Perna got a 50.
Oh my God, Giovanni. I feel pretty good about the Broncos. I think they're going to be a team that plays weird, close, ugly games. I have seen them getting compared to the 11-0 Steelers. I think the difference is the Broncos defense is just really good. If you have a really good defense, you've got a chance. Their defense keeps them in games. And as like the offense, obviously, it just needs to score more points. And I would say that the turnovers are a little bit of an issue for their offense, but usually they're not putting the defense in a ton of terrible positions. Some of those picks lately have kind of changed that narrative a bit, but I feel all right about them. We'll see. Like, the Chiefs defense is both good and you can score on it. So I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah.
Quicker answer. I don't fucking know. I don't know, Giovanni.
I love sex.
I just busted right inside him, and he can't extend on me anymore, and he seems a little overwhelmed by my girth.
I don't watch porn.
Yeah. We'll get Surtain back at some point.
That'll be big, but losing JK sucks.
It does, but it opens the door for RJ Harvey, and we have seen him more so in the passing game be, a threat. And I love Dobbins, but that is a guy you drafted very high. So I don't mind the fact that RJ Harvey might get more, touches. But anyway.
Because you also want to see just how good he is too. Because JK has been the guy. So
yeah. Here we go. Bears potential wild card.
They're up there, man. They're up there.
They're winning. They're winning in fun ways, ugly ways.
So their schedule too. So they got the Vikings on Sunday, right? Then they got, Bears can't wait to play the Packers, 100%. But then they have the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers won potential last time. Ooh. It's the John Cena retire match, basically. Then they got the Eagles, the Packers, Cleveland, Packers, 49ers, Lions. So if they're able to make it into the wild card, they will have earned it.
Yeah.
It's not the easiest. Like, they're going to have to go through the gauntlet too, because you're going to see all these NFC North teams just playing each other over the next 2 months. So they got a shot. And it's like you said, they're winning games that they would have usually lost.
Yeah, they're turning.
That's it. Oh, Big Mo, yeah, he could win. He's having himself a really good year. He's a safety, though. So I know that the NFL is usually kind of meh on safeties.
That's tough.
But he's been having a really, really nice season. Who's the other? It's oh my god, I'm forgetting how to pronounce. It's like Schwerzing. Oh my
Schwerzinger?
God, that's the one. Yes,
the linebacker.
Yes,
Carson Schwerzinger.
Carson, yeah. He's playing really well for Cleveland. He's doing well, so I think he's a potential as well. So he's up there.
The Lions are good. The Lions are very good.
Titans, it's been done for a while.
Yeah, they like the Dolphins, never really started.
Yep. So that's big. So yes, they
kind of hope with the new QB.
No. I mean, they do have some hope with. I like Cam Ward. I do.
Yeah, they need a offensive minded coach. Colts are very good.
Fine. Jets are done.
Jags. Here's a good one.
Yo, God. I think they could be done. I think they could. I mean, right now, let's see. Where are they at? Let's see the Jaguars' schedule here.
Their Super Bowl was beating the Chiefs. You did it, Jacksonville.
It's just...
You can't give up 26 points to the Texans and expect us to feel... You play the Chargers coming up.
They're 5-4, too.
I know.
Just from a record standpoint, it is not. But
they are a potential wild card, but I don't buy it.
Oh, yeah.
They got the Colts twice. They got the Chargers.
They got the Broncos.
They do have Cardinals, Jets, and Titans twice, too.
Titans twice, I think, is going to help.
You know what?
I think wild card.
I'm going to do potential. You know what?
I think potential wild card.
The funniest thing that could happen in the AFC is the Jags edge out the Kansas City Chiefs in overall record and keep the Chiefs out of the playoffs. Because right now, if the playoffs started, I think the Jags are the final wild card spot, right?
Yeah. So looking at that schedule, I think they have a shot. They do. I mean, because I think that they have some they got to put it together, man. Like, losing that game on Sunday is just...
Right now, they are the 7 seed ahead of the Chiefs. So, come on.
Justin, I think they're just waiting for Godwin to come back. I think that's going to help out with their wide receiver. That's why they drafted Ibuka, right? So they did that well. Edge rusher, that's something that they needed, though. They needed that in the offseason as well.
I'm going to go Niners is still a potential wild card team.
Yeah, what's their schedule? They're an interesting team. Let's see. They got the Cardinals this week. They got Cardinals, Panthers, Cleveland, Titans, Colts, Bears, Seahawks. I think you have potential wild card in there. I think you do. Because they're still, even though they are beat to hell, they're a competitive team. I know they got their ass beat on Sunday, but they're competitive.
Yeah. They played they got the Rams at peak Rams. That was tough.
Yeah.
But they're not done. They're not over.
It's never over.
Packers, potential wild card.
Potential wild card for the Packers. That's where we're at.
We talked about the Packers today. Panthers.
They're an interesting one.
They're still potential wild card. Now, I don't think they will be. Season's not over. You got that division where you got to win that division to be a wild card team, but
so they're going to have they have the Falcons. There's a big game on Falcons, 49ers, Rams. Then they got the Saints again. Buccaneers, Seahawks, Buccaneers.
Yeah.
I don't know, buddy. That's going to be a tough stretch.
I think the Falcons are I think Atlanta's a better team than the Panthers. They just cannot win games. And usually you'd say, well, doesn't that make them a worse team? I don't really think so. And it's because I think Michael Penix may be a little more effective as a quarterback than Bryce Young.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, God. What is the Falcons' record? They have 3 wins.
The Falcons are a very interesting.
Yeah, they're 3-6. Their season's not technically over, but I'm going to say it's over.
Their schedule for the rest of the year:
Yeah.
Panthers, Saints, Jets, Seahawks, Buccaneers, Cardinals. Oh, then the Rams. I mean, because if they lose 2 more games, I think their season could be over. And they're going up against the Rams. They got to play the Bucs and the Seahawks. Those are tough games.
What are you talking about, John? I've got the best team with the best orange and navy. You talking about the Bears, John?
Bears fans getting optimistic. That's it. Yeah, I think the Falcons might be in trouble.
Brown season certainly over. We know that.
Yeah, that one's done.
Jets season is over, but like, hey, you beat the Browns.
Patriots, no, they're going to potentially win that division.
Yeah, they're contenders.
Yes, they are. Texans, Bills potential wild card. I feel like they just have a lot of things to figure out.
Yeah, Texans potential wild card still. Bills.
Let's see.
Like if I could give, I mean, the Texans defense is so nice. It is.
I would love that, Seto. Jonathan Taylor could get offensive player of the year, though.
Yeah. I'm going to give you this, Houston. I think the Texans defense is actually a little bit better than the Broncos defense.
Yeah.
There. I said it, Houston. You happy? You happy, Houston? We'll see. We'll see what happens when CJ comes back, but
here's the thing, Perna. Texans, they got the Titans, then they got the Bills, Colts, Chiefs. Then they got the Cardinals, Raiders, Chargers, Colts again. That's another not easy one. You know, listen, Davis Mills did amazing things in that fourth quarter. It's gonna be tough.
Chargers season certainly not over, even though it feels like it's over every week. But Herbert balling out behind a bad offensive line. Chargers defense, very good. Chiefs, potential wild card. You are a potential wild card team at this point, Kansas City. Be thankful you are, because currently you're not in the playoffs. And you play my team this week.
They have a tough schedule, too. They got the Broncos twice. Then they have the Colts. Cowboys, they should be able to win, but maybe they're going to have Overshown back there, so that defense could be a bit better. They got to go against the Texans, who have a good defense. They still have to play the Chargers. It ain't over, man.
I need the Chiefs to lose 3 more games.
I've never had Popeyes before. I only had KFC. I heard Popeyes is really good, though.
I can't remember last time I ate a Popeye. People are still talking about their favorite fast food.
Yep. Dude, again, if you just get Eagles in Kansas City after all this season.
Well.
Yeah, no, I think the Chiefs are still potential wild card, but there's very little room for error right now for them. So
19 teams we still feel like are in it. That's pretty good.
Honestly, yeah,
that's more than
half the league.
Yeah,
that's fair. Yeah, I woke up too with a runny nose and some congestion. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. I wonder if my team just got me sick too. So
Carmi was a little stuffy today too. Maybe it's that Aurora Borealis we got.
Yeah, did you see any last night?
I saw pictures.
Oh, yeah. We honestly, it was like the sky was like red.
There's some crazy ones here, but like from where our house is, we couldn't really see anything.
Gotcha. Yeah, Eagles, they just got to figure out an offense, man. They got a good defense, though. I think they'll be okay. Chiefs, Broncos. Big game?
It's a huge game.
It's a big game?
Let's find out. I think we're going to learn a lot about both teams.
Yeah. I mean, because they got to play each other twice now. So.
Yeah. Chiefs are getting the Broncos on a favorable week. They're coming off a bye, and Denver's a little banged up right now. Probably the most banged up they've been all season. So,
dude, two of the best. I mean, you look at that Seahawks defensive line.
Yeah.
So good. But yeah, the Texans overall, and that's why it's so infuriating. I like the Texans. I want them to do well. And it's just that offense, man. It's just
Texans, Broncos, Chargers, Rams. Who is they just say for good defense? Oh, Seahawks. I think those are like the top 5 defenses right now.
Packers playing.
And we haven't talked about the Rams defense, but they are tied with the Broncos for fewest touchdowns allowed this season. So,
because Lions they're on top of their division right now. They're fine. The Lions have a big game against on Sunday Night Football against the Eagles.
Yeah,
that should be a good game.
This is more about the teams that are dying.
Yes. Yeah, that's going to be a really Chiefs Colts. I'm really excited for that game. That's going to answer some questions too in the next coming weeks.
Don't worry, Colts. We're going to beat the piss out of those Chiefs physically. We're gonna what do you call it when you beat your meat?
When you what?
Tenderize. We're going to tenderize those Chiefs for you.
It'll be interesting, Shay, to see what they do in the postseason. Yeah, I don't know. The Ravens, I think, are the definition of a wild card team. So I love how, what do you call it when you beat your meat? That was the phrase that came out. That was good.
Mm-hmm. I know what I'm doing.
What'd you go to? Mexican restaurant in Northern Colorado. Now we're getting really specific.
I don't go up to Northern Colorado.
You have to go up north, and where are you going?
Yeah. Let me give a underrated Mexican restaurant, Fritangas. Fritangas, very good green chili. Yeah. I like La Loma. I like Fritangas.
They do. You're 100% correct. The Texans do have a chance against the Colts because it's what Perna was saying. Right? Good defenses. They're going to keep you in it.
Yeah. All these teams. There's so many teams have so many chances still.
Yeah. It ain't over, baby. It ain't over. So, Perna, what do you got coming out today, my friend?
We got power rankings.
Nice. Did you already film it?
Yeah.
So you know who gets cursed?
Yep.
I don't think the Packers are going to be in your top 10, so I think we're safe.
Curse wheel goes to 14, my friend. Let's just say everybody needs to watch the spin this week. Or should I say spins? Cool. I said
last night, power rankings got put up. Also, scripted got put up as well. So you go check those out. And also, there will be predictions later today. Oh, Dwight, appreciate you. Yeah, I'm not going right now. There's no plan to go any of the other regular season games. I go to my preseason game every single year. But there is not an I just can't go just because of scheduling. So I got to stream all these games. So I'm hoping not next season, probably the season after, we actually go to attend some more games in the future. Can't happen right now. I'll be streaming, but enjoy that game.
Will you be dreaming?
I will be dreaming.
Will you be creaming?
Yes.
Will you be Bo-leaving?
No.
You fucker.
Thanks so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. This is GPS. And you have been navigated. Ooh, I caught it. Have they reached their destination?
No. I got a lot of help from Johnny Barks and Connor Sherrill. And you